Hi guys, so this is a mini lesson on time. So the first thing we started off with was a daily review, and the first question asks us which time is different from the other. So we have 4:45, we have our clock, we have 3:45 and 3:15. So upon reading this quickly, I see that this is 3:15, and I know that's not the same as this one. And 4:45, if I think about my clock, being broken into, let me erase that because that was terrible, being cut into fours. This is a quarter, this is a quarter, and a quarter. So 4:45 means it would be on this side just like this one is. So the answer that is not the same is my D down here. My next question over here says compare the fractions. So last week we worked on comparing fractions. And so here I have 4/6 and 4/8. Well, my 4's are the same. So I know that the smaller the number, the bigger the piece. So 4/6 is greater than 4/8. 3/4 and 6/8. If I need to, I can go ahead and draw myself a quick little photo. Over here, I'm going to break this into, or partition into eighths, and then I'm going to color in the 6, which means that these two are equal. I have 5/6 and 2/2. Well, I know 2/2 is equal to 1, and this is less than 1, so that means that 5/6 is less than 2/2. Okay, so here, just as a reminder from second grade standards, is a clock. So we have our shorthand and we have our longhand. So our shorthand is going to tell us the hour, where our longhand is going to give us the minutes. Okay, so all along here are going to be your minutes, and we know that there are 60 minutes are equal to 1 hour. Okay. Okay, so up here, we're going to go ahead and find what time it is. So these two hands are different colors than our last screen, but I can see here that this looks like it's about 3 o'clock. And then my minute hand, so here is 5, 10, 11. So I'm going to go ahead and write 11, 3:11. And then over here, 5:43, you can go ahead and make your own. And I just start with 12 and 6, 3 and 9, which would be my quarters there. And then that helps me kind of fill in the space a little bit easier. So for this one, because it's 43, my minute hand is going to go here, but it's so close to being at the top of the hour. So my hour hand is going to be in between the 5 and the 6. Okay? Write the time shown on the clock in 2 ways. So here I have 11:20, or I have 20 minutes, and I'm just going to abbreviate that, past 11. Okay, so that would be 2 ways that I can write that time. Because I can either write my time as being past the hour, and that usually goes till right about here. And then it would be until the next hour. So this would be until. Otherwise, it would be past. And I can use, for 6, I can say 39 past 7. I can write that. You won't hear a lot of people saying, oh, what time is it? It's 39 past 7. The other way is counting up to the next one. So I have 1 minute until it's 40, and then 20 until 8. So I have 21 minutes until or till 8, because I'm looking at my next amount. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this over here. Since we've already talked about that, so I have room to write my next time. So over here, I'm not yet at that 45, so I have 44 minutes and again, I'm just abbreviating, past, and I'm looking, my hour hand looks very close to 9, but it's not at 9 yet, so it's at 8. The other time is I have 1 minute until 45, and then I have 5, 10, 15 until I get to the top of the whole hour, so that's 16. So I have 16 minutes until, and then it would be 9. Here is our little FSA style question. It says Clay and his family sat down to eat dinner at the time shown on the clock. Which of the following are other ways to write that time? Select all that apply. So friends, you should be taking a look at that, knowing, starring that, knowing that I am going to be choosing more than one answer here. So the first thing I'm going to take a look at is my time. So I see my hour hand here, and that's pointing about 5 o'clock. Let me get rid of that there. And then I'm looking at my minute hand. So my minute hand, again, if I start here, I have 5, 10, 15, and then one more. So it looks like it's 5:16. So I can see 5:16. Ooh, I can eliminate this because this would be if I got my hour and my minute hand confused or flip-flopped. And then I have 16 minutes after, 16 minutes after 5. Yep, that sounds about right. 44 minutes before 5 o'clock. Wait a minute. Before 5 o'clock. We already said it was at 5, so that can't be my answer. 16 minutes before 5 o'clock. Wait a minute. Again, this says before 5. I'm already at 5 o'clock, so that's not my answer. So the only two answers I have are 5:16 and 16 minutes after 5 o'clock. And I have more than one answer. All right, so my next problem here asks me what time is shown on the clock. So here I've moved away from the colored hands and I'm looking at my long versus my short. So my short hand is pointing at the 8. I'll go ahead and put that 8. And it's at the top of the hour, so it's 8 o'clock. What time is shown on the clock? So I have my hour hand here, and it looks to be in between these two, but it's not yet at 5. So I know it's 4 o'clock. And then if I start here, up at the top, and I count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So it's 4:30. What time is shown on the clock? So now I've moved into multiple choice. So I see that it's 1. So I know it's not this one, and I know it's not that one. And I look to be about 1:12. Sorry, guys, that didn't kind of go. What time is shown? So I see here it's in between the 7 and the 8, but it's not at 8 yet. Okay, so if I had my clock here, 7, 8, if it was at 8, that's what it would look like, and it doesn't look like that. So I know it's 7 o'clock. So I can eliminate that one and eliminate that. And then it does not look like it's at the it does not look like it's at the 9 just yet. So that means that it is 7:44. What time is shown on the clock? So I have it is 11:07 C.